iDubbbz has come back and released a content cop, and let's just say H3 is not happy. And I feel like this whole video was just made to make Ethan crash out, and it worked. By the way he got angry when the content cop dropped, it worked amazingly. To the people that don't know about any of the situations at all, he looks horrible. Ethan looks horrible, and it proved Ethan is crashing out. And typically, whenever I see anything involving H3, I always take everything with a grain of salt. Because I, for one, usually look at the gray area. I never go 100% on one side. Just like with the Keemstar and H3 beef, I was in a gray area the whole time because both of them came out looking pretty bad. And now with the iDubbbz beef, I could see it's also still in that gray area. When I saw my page that the content cop dropped, I watched it almost immediately to see what points iDubbbz is making, and some of them were valid while others were not. And some of it I will not cover because H3 has not responded to the rest of the content cop. When iDubbbz was first getting cancelled for being woke and for dating an OnlyFans model, I was one of the few people that defended him. Not online because I didn't really have a presence at the time. But here I am saying it now. I was one of the few people that defended him amongst my friends. Because who cares that he's dating an OnlyFans model? Who cares that he went woke? Because in my opinion, when he went woke, it's just him growing up. Because who would have thought shouting obscenities 24/7 was not okay, you know? He grew the fuck up out of that child he was into an adult and realized that the shit he did in the past wasn't okay, which is why he said that he was no longer going to do any more content cops, and which is why he deleted the rest of his content cops. I give the content cop a solid 6.5. When I saw he post a new content cop, I was very, very concerned because I'm like, you said you weren't gonna make any more, and here you are making another one on a creator people already don't like. Some for valid reasons and for some not so valid reasons. I was immediately cringed out by the intro. I get it, it's supposed to be an incompetent cop doing justice. I get that's the character. But it just came off as a little cringe because I don't see you as that man anymore. It's hard to see you do stuff like this when in my eyes you are no longer that person. And then the intro that included Hassan, Denims, Rogan, that other guy, they came off as really cringe. First of all, Hassan still refused to watch the content nuke, criticizing him. All you need to do is watch it, bro. You've watched so many hours of content related to the content nuke. If you really want to debate Ethan, watch the content nuke. Ethan said multiple times he's willing to get on the podcast with you if you actually watch the nuke. It's not that difficult, dude. And then Denim's over here, the person justifying calling CPS on him just because the kids won't remember it.
I really don't want you to create any bad memory here for them. Like, they are 5 and 3.
Create any bad memory for them. You're not forming memories at 3 years old, and it's very rare that you're forming memories at 5 years old. Talking to a random stranger once isn't really memorable for a kid. There's a wide variation about the mean across methods, cohorts. The average age of adults' earliest memories is 3.5 years old. You're not really forming memories at 3.
And you have someone like Rogan that said this literally a few months ago.
I have no pity at all for any fucking soldiers. I will never have any fucking pity for any fucking soldiers. U.S. military? Boo fucking who? I hope you get PTSD. Fuck you. I hope you get PTSD. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And I hope you get no health insurance when you get back into fucking America. And they posted it in my head. I'm like, base? Base? Am I supposed to be like, I'm not walking back on it. I still agree with it. Base.
And not only that, you have this guy right here that's getting sued by Ethan, along with your ordinary gamer. He's not suing him because he is pro-Palestine. He's suing him because he's saying defamatory shit. Like saying he's pro-genocide, because he's never said he's pro-genocide. As much as you may hate Ethan, he has never said he's pro-genocide. Which is why he's getting sued for this fucking statement. That is not okay to do. He even brought up the point that H3 had got a perfect apology score, and he flaunts it around as a joke all the time. I understand that criticism a lot. It feels like he's not actually sorry if he constantly flaunts it around. I understand that completely, because it makes me feel like he actually doesn't really care about the situation that actually happened that caused to apologize. I understand that criticism a lot. If I was Ethan, I'd probably flaunt that shit too, I'm not even gonna lie. If I was Ethan, I'd probably flaunt that shit around too, getting a perfect score on an apology. Look, I flaunt my Honey Pop score all the time, getting a perfect score on both 1 and 2 of Honey Pop. I flaunt that shit around to this day.
Oh shit, I didn't see you there. Come quick, let me show you something. You see this shit? Honey Pop 1 and 2, 100%ed. I see one of you guys try. I see why my dad left.
So that criticism, Ian, I do agree with. I do agree. Hey, I'm here to stop you in the middle of the video because I want to ask you for a few things. Please like and subscribe because with today's economy and the way the stock market's going down, I lost all my money already. All I could afford is Race with Ryan Road Trip Deluxe Edition from GameStop for about $8. So please like and subscribe. There was a point in the video Idubbbz made, which I understand. I understood immediately. Like, I get it. It's, in my opinion, he shouldn't be doing this. Like, his employees try to make them look like the victim in the situation, where he makes statements like this.
And also, I don't mind putting my friend Olivia, who's apparently my real friend, in a terribly weird, fucking uncomfortable situation where you end up getting hate for no reason.
Also, don't frame it as like other people making it hard on Olivia. You're making it hard on all of these people.
He shouldn't be making these statements too. I understand. I actually do get that point, and I actually do agree that it's kind of feels scummy in a way. But that immediately proved Ian's point when the moment the content nuke dropped during his live stream, Lena went to the restroom having a panic attack. AB's upset because they weren't warned before. They should have been. They are a part of Creator Clash. They're already iffy on doing the event, but they're kind of forced to because they'll be forced to pay a lot of money if they don't do the Creator Clash. So they should have been warned in advance because they know the backlash they're going to receive. So when Ethan immediately went, I can't believe Idubbbz would do this to you. I can't believe it. What a fucking scumbag. When you look at it from that perspective, it makes sense why he would say that. Like, how dare you do it? Because I'll be honest, it's kind of fucked up that he didn't warn them prior to uploading it. He warned them the moment it dropped. That's fucked. That's really fucked, dude.
By the way, Idubbbz, Lena's fucking having a panic attack because why would you do this and not even tell her? Like, why would you invite someone on the show and do this? It's just fucking mean-spirited. I can't. I'm genuinely in disbelief. Why would you do this to Lena of all people? Like, what the fuck is she supposed to do? She's been training. You couldn't at least wait till after Creator Clash? You didn't even think to give her a heads up? AB fought in 2 of your things, man. Don't you feel like some obligation to them?
Maybe,
I checked.
Maybe he's defending you.
I checked my phone. Ian did just message me. He said, I'm sorry to put you in the position.
Wow, what a fucking nice guy. Just message you now.
And Ethan did not look good, though. He did not look good in that moment. He was saying, how could he do this to you guys? How could he do this to you? If you don't know the context at all of Ethan, and you only watched the content cop, if you were to only hear that statement of him saying, how dare Ian do this to you, it sounds very horrible and proves Ian's point. Another point of the content cop, Ian mentioned that H3 implemented a thing called the button, and when you press the button, it deletes 30 seconds prior to the live stream. He could just press the button, and it's like the past 30 seconds never even happened. That's the point of the button, to make sure nothing bad happens, because you never know. Because sometimes it's for good reasons, like Uncle Gabe saying the F word too many times and they press the button, because you can't say the F word too many times. Or it could be for bad reasons, like Ethan making too much of a risky joke, or him yelling at his employees.
You're doing it.
What are you
Making it
doing?
so awkward and terrible.
I'm sorry, I'm not.
Just like, this is what I'm talking about when it's always like...
We need to get home for our kids.
It's like, bro...
Oh, no, I didn't want to finish it right now. I'm about finishing Wednesday.
On Friday, maybe. Is it?
You guys, like...
All right, I'm taking my hand off the...
When I saw that clip, I felt really bad for AB as well. But I saw it in a different way than other people saw it. The way I saw it was a boss talking to his employee. And based on my prior experience to working for places like Wendy's or Chuck E. Cheese, I've been spoke to like that by my manager, my boss, many times. And sure, it may suck and you may hate your manager, but that's pretty normal. The way I saw it it's just a boss getting angry at their employee, which is not uncommon. As much as you may hate your boss, it's very common in the workplace. You may not like the way they speak to you. You may not like that. But it's very common. So I didn't really see that as a big issue. It looked really bad during the live stream when he found out that Ian posted the content cop. There was a moment when AB is talking and H3 buttons and looks angry when the button ends, and we don't see AB anymore. That part looked really bad.
We
Did you
never
think
defended
that-
how Israel attacked Gaza since October 7th, not even once. We never
I think that's
co-signed what they did.
Is that not the point he's making, though?
And the thing is, though, we'll never know what actually happened in that moment. We don't know if Ethan got mad, and we'll never know what AB said. We can't make assumptions just because the button went off. Look, it looks really fucking bad, though. Don't get me wrong. It looks really bad. But we don't know what happened in that button moment. We'll never know. We'll never know. But if you watch the Content Cop and don't know anything about Ethan's content, you'll immediately see it and be like, this is horrible. That's bad. He silenced his employee. But we'll never know. But if you're just basing it off the Content Cop, it looks really fucking bad, Ethan. Like, before he knew anything about the Content Cop, he was just angry. He was very angry. Just saying shit you shouldn't be saying. I understand where both of them are coming from, because Ethan saw it as his once friend now turning against him, joining the crowd of people that are harassing him online. And I see Ian's point of view, where someone I thought to be my friend is now calling me spineless and just talking lots of shit towards me. So I understand both sides of why they're both angry. And I saw these brain dead points online that made no sense to me. Oh, he's watching the Content Cop immediately, which means he's starved for content and is terrified. No. The way I see it is that he's watching the Content Cop immediately to dispute with anything that Ian has to say, because he has the right to defend himself. And he's live streaming. That's the thing. He is live streaming. Unlike other creators that upload a video the next day in response, he's live streaming while the Content Cop came out. Of course he's gonna be covering it live. That's how it works. And another criticism I saw is that he's pausing too much because he's guilty and scared of what's coming next. No, that's not at all what's happening. If you haven't watched his content, I understand that too. I got annoyed too from how many times he was pausing, but if you look at his previous live streams, he's been criticized multiple times for pausing videos too often and talking way too much. It'll be 20 seconds of the video he'll watch and then pause and talk for 10 minutes straight. That's how his content's always been. So you can't use that criticism. You can't use that criticism against him when he's always done it. He's not doing it just because it's iDubbbz. He's doing it because he's always done that. They literally comment on that in the live stream, saying that they should make a program for Ethan so he can't pause so often. It's a thing that he's always done. Another thing I saw that Ian brought up was that Ethan criticizes people but doesn't criticize his friends for doing the exact same thing. I knew immediately that that statement was kind of false already, because Ethan has criticized his friends for these issues. He's criticized this guy for doing an episode with Hassan. He's criticized Oliver Tree for doing a post with Logan Paul. And he's criticized Steiny because of Andrew Tate. He's done this before. Like, he's criticized these people before, even though they're his friends. The reason why Ian made this video is because the way H3H3 talked about Ian, I feel like it is justified for him to want to make like a response to H3H3. Like, I understand where Ian's coming from. You feel like your friendship feels transactional. I completely understand, because Ethan was saying stuff like,
Thanks, Anissa, for standing up for your girl. I actually stood up for you so many times, because, like, why would I not? It was crazy. Of course I was going to stand by you. That's insane. It's absolutely insane and disgusting. But now you choose to hang out with people that would have a problem with you if you defended me.
Choosing now, out of all the times, to be like, please defend me. No, we're not going to fucking defend you.
Like a line, what happened today, that should never be crossed, even by like the most cynical, toxic people. It's going to have ramifications in terms of how I conduct myself. In terms of these fair weather friends who are, you know, so happy to be friends as long as they're getting something out of it.
To suggest that I was only ever being friends with you to get something out of it.
I defended you when the whole internet went against you, but now you won't do it for me. It gets to a certain point where you kind of have to say something, because someone like Froggy over here is saying stuff that is not okay, and you employed him. Like, you employed him. That's the thing. You employed this person. Silence says more than words at this point, because in Ethan's mind, it looks like you're just agreeing with it and just allowing it to happen. I also understand, though, if you want to keep quiet and don't want to get into issues, I completely understand that too. I do feel at the beginning you were justified to want to stay silent, but after a while, you have to do something, dude. Felt like you just didn't care anymore. But then when you actually look into the details, it gets really gray. Both sides, it looks really gray. That's why I'm saying, do not listen to what your favorite content creators say. Stay in the gray area and look at both sides and make up your own opinion. And please do not use your personal bias against someone to just validate your points that may be wrong. Please do not let your biased opinions dictate if everything one side is saying is correct than the other. The reason I'm not bringing up a lot about the content cop is because Ethan's only watched 15 minutes of it max. So it's best we wait. And once we find out what happens, I'll make another video. I'll make a follow-up video after Ethan responds to the rest of the content cop. So see you guys next time. Bye, peace, and love.
2 to the 1, from the 1 to the 3. I like good pussy and I like good trees. Smoke so much weed.
Oh shit, I didn't see you there. Come quick, let me show you something. You see this shit? Honey Pop 1 and 2, 100%ed. I can see one of you guys try. I see why my dad left.